Hey, two Mech Warriors, and welcome back to another episode of BattleTech Advanced 3062 as we begin the new campaigns of Pandas Prowlers? Pirates? Pirates. We're pirates at this point. Last mission, we had a relatively successful battle against four less than stellar light mechs who made some pretty critical mistakes, and we were able to capitalize on them. Picked up 3 parts to a raven, which we might be able to turn into an actual raven. Acquired. Maybe by the end of this. Bloody Dubs has just subscribed to us. Thank you so much, man. Wait, no. Dark Persona gifted the sub to Bloody, so thank you, Dark Persona, and welcome, Bloody. You now have a sub to us. If you ever end up with my pilot, he's an extra talented in Commandos with SRMs. We had your pilot in the last campaign, actually, with his cats on his shoulder. Initiated. So, and originally he was one of the pilots slated to be purged, and then someone gifted you a sub.
Remind me of my childhood.
If you know good when the mod author subscribes. Alright, we have multiple enemy units to get through. There is high ground on the right and the left. You can get stuck into it right and nicely in the middle of the road. But I'm going to go head off to the right, see if we can grab a little bit of the high ground and the defensive positions that are to be had over there. We no longer have to worry about heat as much, so it's going to be a little easier.
Commander.
And Dark Persona has gifted a tier 1 sub to Wolfbanes. Nice, thank you, Dark Persona, that's 2. And again, Wolfbanes, welcome back to the ranks of the people with sub badges. For those of you who don't recognize it, we are using the rank markers of Clan Blood Spirit, because I figured that was pretty reasonable.
Rolling.
New target acquired.
Moving,
and
Commander.
Greybeard, once he gets gifted a subscription from Dark Persona as well. Wow. Gonna make me have pressed this button a lot, which I don't mind. I like my little Irby button. I like being able to press it.
Okay, let's go.
So thank you so much, Dark Persona. I do appreciate it.
Coordinates received.
And again, Gray, welcome back.
Moving, Commander.
How many is that you're up to, Gray? You are up to 5, is that? Nice. The 5 parts of the star pin.
Position confirmed.
Clan Blood Spirit known to be the most, I guess, like, rapidly hyped of the clans? Not like they're the hypest of the clan. No, they're the clan that hypes people the most. So they're supposed to represent what it is to be clanners and all that. Which is ironic, considering that I'm pretty firmly in earnest for pilot who prefers to, you know, kick the crap out of the clans. Babasti! Hey, welcome there. We have the creme de la creme of the BT's modding community. We do. It's pretty impressive. It's a star-studded stream today. We had Baradol around here. We got Wolfbanes. We had Bloody Dubs himself. Shade was in here. It's been great. Gonna do a little bit of a lateral movement to give some time for the Ostwar to catch up. Use that high ground advantage. Oh no, it's the swordsman that's lagging behind, really? Huh. So I guess we're gonna move off over here then.
Moving.
I want the high ground, I desire the trees.
I'm there.
Moving, Commander.
And we'll move you right on there.
On my way.
I guess I should tell you, did not tell you I have over 1,000 gift subs in the channel I like a lot. That is awesome. I'm sure whatever channel that you have 1,000 gift subs in has well earned them.
Onward.
Coordinates received.
I have a nice little pocket over here that I can take advantage of. I think we'll move for this hill if we can get to it without triggering. Otherwise, we'll just hang out here. The high ground.
New target acquired.
Dark Persona has gifted to Babasti. Oh, thank you so much, man.
There. Okay.
More hearts.
Rolling.
Everybody in the channel.
Moving, Commander.
don't feel. We're just gonna rush all the way to the side. And creepers now apparently have shown up.
Copy.
Although in a challenge between an urban mech and a creeper, my
way.
money's on the urban mech, just because the urban mech's a lot taller than the creeper. And has a cannon. Fairly nice cannon at that.
Roger.
It's almost like Alright, so we're about to have that high ground bonus, that juicy tall ground, where we can rain down death, fire, and or destruction. We have a lot of missiles in our starting lance, which is simultaneously great and bad. It's great because missiles are fantastic for early pilots, because you always get some damage down. But if you're looking to move out of primitive mechs, and we are, you kind of want some pinpoints so you can pick apart mechs at will. We really don't have a lot of that. It's not necessarily going to be the biggest problem, as just survival is pretty much a big deal when you're doing a run like this.
Moving, Commander.
But still,
Moving out.
It is something that's running in the back of my mind. Are you guys just sitting there? They're just sitting there. I'm going to have to poke them with a stick.
Advancing, I guess.
Oh, great. They're on top of the reinforcement lance. So it's 2 lances. Yay. Alright, we'll push over here to more high ground. In fact, it may be a good idea. Claim as much high ground as possible. By may, I mean it absolutely is a good idea. Claim as much high ground as you can whenever you can.
Coordinates received.
Take the damage reduction and everything that goes with it. And we turn, so they are a light. Oh no, they're on a 7. Interesting. I'm gonna reserve, see if they do anything. Some movement over there. But you're my 7 right there. What are you going to do? He's gonna fall back? It seemed like he fell back, but no, he's back now. Alright, let's reserve down. There is somebody on the 6. I'm gonna guess a vehicle, but if not, then we're gonna need to focus a lot of firepower. We're not in as weak of a position as we could be, because we did get the Ostwar start, which is not terrible. Could have had more than one Ostwar.
Holding, Commander.
65-ton battle mech and a starting lance is always a big deal.
Ready for orders.
Okay, let's go take a peek, see what we're dealing with.
Going full throttle.
We'll set up to go full throttle. We'll head on down the mountain a little bit, see what we can see, and then push in where able.
I'm here.
Can get a line of sight on you. Can get a line of sight on you. We're gonna push over here.
Going as fast as
It
I
is a
can.
vehicle. It's a Hetzer. Oh, great. It's an AC-10 Hetzer though, so it's not as bad as it could be. And we will lob some missiles in his direction and hope that we can tear him apart before, you know, he tears us apart. Not bad, actually. 5 missiles in total did manage to hit.
Ready, Commander.
I'm quite happy with that. You know what? It might be a good idea just to sit here and lob missiles.
Send me a message.
I may come to regret this, but I think I can do it for 1 round, given what the opposition is probably. Provided sufficient map space, my favorite IS light mech is Usar.
Commander?
Favorite IS light? God, what would that even be? You know what? It would have to be the Firefly. The Firefly for me is just so much fun. Go up with some Battle Lord. 71% accuracy. And the full missile spread. There we go. We're chewing away his front armor. Not as fast as I'd like, because we've spread it all over the place. But we're doing it.
Standing by.
Can I walk you into a gun position? Walking you into this position gives you a 53 on the AC5. I'll take it. Don't want to put you too far forward. Keeping in mind the pilot is a gunnery 3.
Engaging.
Good hit. Nice job. But now that 45 side is going to be much weaker. Ponder with a ghost rifle. A medium is either a GR Osprey or Phoenix Hawk 1KR. HK on it. Alright. You had one of those in the last campaign. It was actually very useful. I don't want to poke that close to you, but I'm going to. Are you weak, by the way? Doesn't really matter. I'm not going to be able to get a side angle.
Okay.
A light carrier. Oh, God. That's not nice at all.
You say so.
Oh, no. That's really terrible.
Commander.
A light AC or light Thunderbolt 5 carrier? That's about as bad as it gets. Oh, geez, that's true cruelty. Truest of cruelties right there.
Copy that.
Thunderbolt time? Yeah, we're gonna get nuked. It's gonna suck.
Target lock on enemy's rear.
Now, why am I targeting the Thunderbolt carrier rather than the Hetzer? The Hetzer is a single gun. That is not. Point accuracy plus ACTs mean tons of headshots. MPDT Blackjack 1. Ah.
Commander.
I'm just not really a huge fan of blackjacks. They're all right, but they're blackjacks. And that has never really called to me as something particularly interesting. So when BattleTech, the vanilla version from 2018 came out, I was actually really disappointed by the blackjack. I don't even like this mech. Oh, please tell me that hit on the back. Please tell me I'll be able to take advantage of him being in the back.
Standing by.
Panic! It's both an order and also a descriptor of the pilot.
Copy that, Commander.
You already used your battle lord because we didn't realize we were going to be running into a light carrier. This was, of course, my fault.
Firing from advantage point.
There we go. Okay, that's taken care of. Still gonna get shot at.
Joy.
Do a Talus last start? Oh, I do love the Talus. The Talus is awesome. Hetzer decided to reserve.
Ready, Commander.
He thinks he's got things under control. Just continue to flood him with missiles until he rethinks that assertion. And ammunition explosion.
Roll her down.
There he goes. All right, so that's 2 vehicles in 1.5 rounds. 2 rounds, really. Blackjack BG3. Oh, God, no. No, 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 no. This is a good blackjack. If I'm remembering the blackjack correctly. But that should be 2 PPCs and double heatsinks.
I'm okay. For now.
Yep, this is the Capellan Blackjack BJ3.
Hey.
Oh, that is not something you want to fight. You are not designed for that kind of hurt. Start pulling back. Bring them to me.
If you say so.
And the Bloody Dove should make the Bombard 010 start. Must be for you. Dallas, Taurus, and Thunderbolt Lance. I don't mind Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts are fine. I'm not familiar with the Toro, though. You're going to start moving into a position where you can engage as well.
I copy.
Stacking up all of that evasion. Oh, it's so beautiful. So he's in a striking position. Not quite. He's halfway to a striking position. Because moving through that force is going to slow him down tremendously. From the swordsman into a position where he can provide more firepower. The Toro side from asymmetrical arms. Asymmetry can make a mech have that very nice unique look to it.
Waiting for orders.
I'm not categorically against it. Push the dervish up. I'm gonna actually no, I really shouldn't be pushing this dervish up. I keep thinking the normal dervish with this pair of medium lasers. We don't have that.
Ready, Commander.
You can move a little bit closer, but you're pretty
Moving,
happy up
Commander.
here on this hill. Okay, here comes the blackjack. Ooh, that's a rough hit. We're gonna have to punish that.
I'm
We're gonna have to
losing
punish that
armor bad.
hard. Because he's all on his own up front now. Oh, we've got all the rooms for the follow-up. Could have been worse. Could have been a lot better too, though.
Yes. Go, go, go.
Unknown vehicle leaping on
What
forward.
now?
It's time for all of you to dive on top of him as hard as you can. Well, as much damage as you can.
Throttling up for what it's worth.
Oh, he's entrenched too. Oh, this is just going to be a nightmare. That's a weak shoulder.
I hope this hurts.
It's weakened shoulder from an old cross injury. Start dreaming of what to name and build in this stream.
What do you need?
The sky is the limit. No evasion.
Looking out.
2 fire bees, just basically going to play in the woods.
Got it.
I'm a little bit disappointed by fire bees having no jump jets. Because it just feels like it should be, and it isn't. Oh, you're going to reserve down to the
I'm
bottom
here.
again, which is a solid tried and true tactic. 53 from there. From here, though, if you don't move at all, it's a 59. And it might absorb some fire away from the dervish, which would be rather helpful.
Reading you.
Panic! Panic over here, and I'll sensor
that.
lock. Now, that isn't going to help me for his next follow-up move, but it will mean that he won't be able to be all that accurate this round of shooting. In the next round, we can pop out and use
I've got a
Battle
sensor
Lord.
lock.
Because Warlord's nothing. Can you turn on the mech overlays for damage? I forget what the exact option is. I'm not sure what you're asking for.
Okay, you can cut it out now.
Ready, Commander.
Oh good, you waited for Panda. Now Panda will repay your kindness.
Sending a message.
Using my heaviest mech is just artillery. Okay, you moved up. Going after the fire bee, unable to connect. Show UI during damage. Oh, I don't want to though. Because I like the I like that it looks clean. Also gives me a better overview of the battle space. Like, I can understand the need to see immediate damage, but kind of happy as it is right now. Oh, that's actually really nasty. That's incredibly nasty. 90% for, this would be a charge. It's a lot of damage in a charge. Yeah, do that.
Affirmative.
Oh, for Christ's sake! To leak! Second time! Why? You're gonna get killed now. Oh god.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, to leak. 24 times 5. Come on, Blockade, save his life.
Confirmed.
There we go. Blockade has this shit under control. Follow up with
ready.
Kager. Gonna have a shot right over the shoulder. I should get a punch good clearly, as we are very painfully being demonstrated that fact. Right, aim for that shoulder. Could aim for the head. Aim for the shoulder. Yeah. Second guessing myself now. No, be smart.
Roger that.
And missed with the AC5 anyway, so it all becomes pointless.
Yes,
Panic?
Commander.
I need you to save some pilots. Some pilots who decided to skip Walking Day. There we
Alright.
go. And I'm gonna stack all of the bonuses on you. Actually, no, I'll do it with... Well... No, you're gonna get all the bonuses. And the reason why is because you actually do more damage than Panda would. Yes. Exploderate. There we go.
Scored a critical hit.
We're gonna knock him down this time. Last words were... Oh no! No! Stop shooting him! He can't defend himself, he's just a poor boy.
Ready, Commander.
Alright, Panda. Now, finish him. It won't, but... Dreams. Let your dreams be memes. I moved a little bit closer, but I get it. No. No, I'm stuck on this hill like a hermit. Eat this! Knock him over, knock him over, knock him over. That's a knockdown. And there goes the arm. Perfect. So he's lost half of his mech, he's been knocked down, and now he's going to stand up and he's going to shoot me at point blank range with the PPC. It's going to be very painful. At least Talik will be able to move this next turn. Punching is just shooting the fist. It reminds me of the old D&D joke. The melee wizard casts punch. It's super effective. Oh, thank you. Thank you for turning your back to other mechs and allowing our fire bee to survive. Truly, we could not have done this without you. Ooh. That was close. That could have hurt a lot. Talik,
no.
move. Stop being a dunce, Talik. I need to keep you alive. There's only one way we're gonna do that. If you don't die here, there's only one way that's gonna happen. You start playing. I'm on the wrong side to take advantage of that other open side torso, but he's panicking. As, you know, the AI often does. Ooh, somebody's got an LBX autocannon. Interesting.
Light damage,
I've
Commander.
aggroed my cat squatch. Blockade!
For orders.
Let's, rush on over here. Oh, that's actually really tempting to try and do. Oh, his CT's open anyway. Yeah, never mind. Just get over here. Spin that sucker around she goes.
Let's move.
Take aim. Alarms off. How much do you really want to be in that mech? He really does want to be in the mech. More LRMs at the Wambies. They're focusing on Talik because Talik, well, being missed by a punch is far more insulting.
I'm your spaniel.
Alright, Kyger, you've got to get on the move because they're starting to do stuff towards you. On the move, he says, and then, you know, his maximum speed is just north of a crawl.
I'm going.
This ought to do it though. Hi there, buddy. Wouldn't mind if you got out of the mech kindly. There we go. Alright, now they can't see us. Now we retreat.
10-4.
Once again, shed all of that. If only we had Inferno for a 5e or the modernized version. If we had a modernized Whammy, we would be in a very comfortable position. Let's go take a look to see what it is we're dealing with here. You fired an LBX out of me. You are a Hollander. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. But I can start getting some damage down you. One of your medium lasers is damaged. I'd like to take the LB-10X intact. Oh, and of course there's a tank with a PPC, which is deadly in every single way. But no, I want the, I do want that Hollander. But first, I'm gonna fall you back,
Okay.
brace you up, and get all that nasty stability damage nice and cleaned. Hollander pulling back, probably intelligently. Missing with a slug. God, I love the ammo switching. I love that we actually have a computer game version of one of the BattleTechs. It's not, you know, the BattleTech, but that actually has ammo switching. Spin, you're gonna turn, you're gonna lob it all around in his direction. Light PPC. Oh, okay, that's not nearly as dangerous as I thought it was. I was under the impression I was dealing with a full up PPC. Not the garbage that is the light PPC. Unless the light PPC has been fixed, but I kind of doubt it. Light PPCs and light Gauss rifles, they're just terrible. We need to use as a beekeeper.
I await your
We'll
command.
keep an eye out. No target, but you can get back into your nice little hidey hole. This is not Kyogre's normal style. He's being forced to sit back and shoot from afar. But he's not doing terrible. 4 hits, not bad. Oh, it's a proper dervish. Ooh. So not just our primitive crab, but a real dervish.
Reading you.
We're gonna ignore the dervish for a moment, and we're gonna go after his friend.
Roger. Target
If I
confirmed.
can't eliminate some forces of fire. Removing guns off the field is of course very important.
Ready,
Can we
Commander.
get Panda back up on his hill? I can kind of. Oh, I think I'll be breaking contact though, which is fine. We'll break contact.
Throttle up.
Yeah, if you want me, you're gonna have to come after me. In the meantime, enjoy the missiles. It's like a discount catapult.
Huzzah!
Half a catapult. Although the primitive catapult actually has LRM 40, which is not bad.
I'm here.
Alright, you are actually really nasty to try and go after, because you know you're a dervish. Makes you a proper 55-ton mech.
Oh boy, here we go.
Hang at range, you'll lob some missiles and you'll say hi. Everybody have a good time. We had Inferno ammos with these guys, we could have a lot of fun with them. Lighting people on fire is always an excellent strategy in BattleTech. Getting to our minimum range with our LRMs too will also guarantee the maximum for accuracy. But he's got a nice... Oh wow, he's missing 50% of his center torso.
Locked on.
So all we gotta do is go through that. Catapult, this is a catapult. Definitely the pole.
I'm receiving you.
You do not have a direct line of sight. I will reserve you. Reserve again. Remember, bro. Aha, you did. Don't think you hit me, but that's okay.
Yes,
Important bit
Commander.
is you came out of cover. And now we will basically dogpile you just like we did your friend. Oh, the accuracy is going to be so good. Please tell me
Location
that Battlelord has
confirmed.
recovered. It has not. Still going to precision strike you for maximum accuracy.
All weapons on go.
Oh, beautiful. Always a beautiful thing. This pilot, though, is one hell of a pilot. Did you see that evasion? Look at that unsteadiness threshold.
Ready, Commander.
Literally unknock-overable. Still, 66. 66 is not good enough. We shall move within a direct line of sight. Well, an indirect line of sight.
Moving, Commander.
Slightly lower so that we can get the better shot next round.
Sending
And we
message.
can start stacking battle lords. There you go. Not about the stability, we're just gonna kill you outright. Blockade, managing to dodge tank literally all of that. 15 missiles, not bad.
I live to serve.
Ogre has a shot if he stands still. No, he does not. He's turned in slightly the wrong direction.
Rolling.
Back up, take aim.
Locking target.
Hey, he finally managed to hit with his AC-5. So that's a first for today.
Let's do it.
From the top now.
What now?
How badly damaged are we dealing with here? Half is not bad. Half could be better. You don't want to do that. That's something you can get away with when you're fighting the clans. It is not something you can get away with when you're fighting inner sphere mechs.
I'll try.
Rushing a light right on top of it. How the mech pilot in me think when it comes to driving mechs, if it doesn't have at least 6 machine guns or flamers in it, or is it terrible? I'm not driving that. Oh, we do not think in similar lines.
Hope this is enough.
More pressure on our little dervish buddy. To wear everlasting revenge against infantry vehicles for some reason. I think there are many reasons to do that. Many, many reasons to swear everlasting revenge against infantry. Tend to be quite painful to have to deal with. Really want to push onto your side, surprising as that is. I'm actually rather happy to be over here.
Let's go. Let her rip.
More missiles! We're setting up a pretty decent amount of unsteady. The problem is it just doesn't matter. His unsteadiness threshold is ridiculous. Not perfect dervish. 2, 3, 4. Not bad.
Damage?
The dervish hasn't taken a lot of damage yet so far. That can change, of course, in very, very, very short order. But at the moment, we're actually doing okay. Stack of precision strike. Yeah, this is gonna rob the precision strike from the dervish, but he's not moving all that fast anyway. Pop him up.
Locked and loaded. Here it comes.
Two.
I'm here.
And panic. Not quite that close. That's the perfect closeness.
Move order received.
Typical evasion and maximum accuracy, plus a battle lord you don't say. Are we gonna cook? You better believe it. Getting all the missiles in on that one. You're almost at the maximum
Ready,
threshold
Commander.
anyway.
Sending message.
Like, I can't knock you down anyway, but still. I managed to get you pretty topped out. You're gonna walk. Shooting at the fire bead, not able to connect. Hello, Mr. T45. Welcome to the stream. Excellent use of the train. Yep, we've got things pretty much under control. Although I think he's managed to mask himself away from my Ostor. We've sandblasted him pretty good.
Hey.
Yeah, we're gonna let you come to me. Yep, a brand new start for a brand new patch. A big patch too. Lots of brand new special abilities, activatable and passive. New starting options, which probably by the end of stream we will take a look at. We have to wait 2 in-game days. I'm just going to reserve all the way down. So they've gone complete mask on us, which is not cool.
Holding, Commander.
It's a smart thing to do, but it's not cool. They've got 2 vehicles and 2 mechs. One of those mechs is pretty beat up. The other mech is a Hollander,
Commander.
which I suppose is the same thing. I'll take a peek at
Order
with
acknowledged.
just these. Hunter light support tank and Scorpion light support tank with the light PPC. Alright, so none of these have particularly high burst damages. 30%. Yeah, let's give it a brace. Some protection
Ready,
on
Commander.
that in that one. And you have a shot again. Lovely. You see the dervish even. Perfect. Alright. Battle Lord, check. Precision strike, check. One salty dervish, you better believe it.
Spending magic.
90% accuracy. Structure exposed, LRM 10 crit.
Dealt a heavy hit there.
So if his LRM 10 is crit, that means his side torso is open, not the center torso, and that means ammunition. All of that juicy, unfired LRM ammunition. Lay it to the side. Let's take advantage of it. Terrible accuracy.
Locking on.
He still manages to connect. Theoretically, that one hit would have been enough in order to trigger an
Critical hit.
LRM ammunition explosion, which would have been hilarious. Where is...
Yep.
You do, it's multi-target, and that's pretty useless. I don't think... Yeah, I can't get a direct line of sight, but I can get a side angle. So I will take advantage of that side angle a little bit further back, if you don't mind. Make sure they're in the perfect accuracy zone. And that's going to help promote more impact damage on that shoulder. Well, you know, if we can hit it.
What? No.
But the theory is there, and that's the important bit. Well, that and the execution of said theory, and we're just going to go on a tangent on that one.
Going as fast as I can.
Yes, we are running BTA once more. It is the thing that has become updated. Theoretically, one missile should hit. Hey! One missile hit. We've managed to destroy his LRM.
Everything's
Not the
looking
ammunition.
up.
We want the ammunition to explode, because the ammunition will blow up the entire mech.
Hey.
If not able to get that direct line of sight that we so desperately crave. Because if we had been able to get it, then absolute hilarity would have abounded. Because that would have been a sufficient number of SRMs probably to ruin his day, if not his week. Not you, but in fact you. Theoretically one. Got the one. What was going on? Same contract with... Yep, still the Thunderbolt carrier mission. We did manage to knock it out. And here we go. This is what we want. Surprise!
Alright.
Maybe I should have hung back. But I think I'm going to be able to take advantage of this. There's a Hollander. There's a Dervish. Missiles! Come on, get something into that. No, we hit him a few times, but it all went to the arm. Which is not particularly useful to me. Doing a little bit of dodge tanking at only 4% of evasion. So that's not the greatest level to try and dodge tank with.
I will be done.
Carrier still has a range. It's not going to be a great shot, but that's not the point. The point is, he's scared. We hit him once in the leg.
Reading you.
Okay, panic. Please get him to panic.
Location confirmed.
Everything on. Hi. This is your primitive number. There we go. LRM ammunition explosion. So we've now demonstrated that our dervish was superior to their dervish, and I will stand by that determination of what we've just seen. And now the Hollander's turn. I'll be 10x? Yep. If we can save that torso, that'd be very nice. I'm not sure we'll be able to do it, but we're gonna try. Mainly because we don't really have weapons to do that.
I'm here.
Like, saving torsos is not really a thing we do. Come around the corner. Hello, LRM. Probably. Well, we're heat neutral with it, so you may as well. Do I want to up the accuracy? No, the fire rate. Not with Talik in the fire. Sorry, Talik, but your gunnery's a little bit low for me to want to try that. Oh, here comes the Hollander. He's going for the fist. Oh, that hurt. Another charge, I assume? No, he didn't charge. He just punched.
What do you need?
All right, blockade. You're gonna swing down. Are you? You are in punch range of my primitive dervish. That's actually gonna be really hilarious. And I'll just bump everything I've got in your back.
All right.
Because it's full damage. And then, of course, their Hunter Light Support Vehicle. Going for the point-blank range burn. And not connecting with much. Hello, Seawolf. Welcome to the stream. Alright, I think we may want to just charge with the Dervish as soon as we can, because we're actually in a really comfortable position on that one. Run, kid, but you can't hide. My swordsman is going to find you.
Engaging target.
What are you shooting at, man? Did manage to hit with a pair of alarms.
I'm here.
It's not great, but it's what I got to work with. Robman FTK, thank you for the follow. Dark Persona gifted a tier 1 sub to Seawolf. To Seawolf, thank you, Dark Persona. And welcome, Seawolf. Let's slip in
New
behind,
target acquired.
you. Oh, can I not get the charge off? I'm trapped. Can't quite get the charge off. It would be 104 damage, which is considerably more than what I can do normally. I mean, it is going to be an unsteady result, but come on, at the end of the day, he's got a single gun.
Order acknowledged.
There we go. Panic demonstrating. She's got things under control. Do you have things under control? Okay, good. Thought for a moment you were in trouble. You do have an open side torso. However, he does not have
Ready, Commander.
the incredibly vulnerable XL engine that we would like him to have. I'm going to precision strike just to give me the accuracy bonus. And we'll be able to hurt him in the oncoming turn. Enjoy! There we go. Side torso destroyed. Stabilized weapon, ballistic
Dealt a
weapons
heavy
crit.
hit there.
He is unstable. Easily knocked over now. Got our Scorpion coming around. That's a very close PPC. Looks different from the campaign. What?
Hey.
Alright, let's slip into... I think I'll just keep pressuring his back because I want to keep his cannon alive. He does have ferrofibrous armor and endo steel, so that's actually not a terrible thing to try and grab. But primitive fire bees do not punch great. So we're going to come back around here.
Copy.
Till he can pull back a little bit. Take aim. And you're on 7. What initiative are we on? We're on 8. Okay, yeah. So both my fire bees will be able to beat him up.
Targeted. For now, strike.
Panic pilot. You want out. Wow, that was a really terrible flick. This is career game, fight AI for cash and fame. Alright, coming around with Blockade now, who should have the good accuracy, but he's going to be on fire. So that's always, you know, a nice fun part. Slip in over here. We'll throw in the precision strike as well onto him. Give him the nice, solid accuracy. Not going to get quite the knockdown we were looking for.
Ready for orders.
Although I do not have a shot on him. LRM 5 isn't going to really change that equation much. Well, it might actually. It's a 50% chance to hit, and the center torso is wide open. Yeah, give him the love. BTA changes the interface. Recently grifted the game and the universal liquidity. Yeah, there's some minor changes, such as an enhanced initiative order.
You're getting an angle on
Ha!
me.
You missed. Missed with the shotgun. He's still going to be just as vulnerable. We're going to come in the side, and we're going to hopefully blow apart that
Yes,
center torso,
Commander.
and steal the engine. Well, actually, no, steal the LBX autocannon out of him.
Move order.
Not ideal, but as SRM's ought to be able to do some good damage. Battlelord's up. I'm gonna throw it in there. Engine crits? Not engine critted.
Ready, Commander.
Panda, would you please engine crit him to the death?
Sending a message.
That'd be ideal. Actually, no, kind of wouldn't, because I'm only getting one thing anyway. Why would you kill his
Dealt a
cluster
heavy
ammo?
hit there.
That is much less than ideal. Scorpion with the light PPC coming around. We're actually fairly vulnerable on the primitive dervish now, so if you play a video, let's chill. I can give some mods.
That could have been worse.
Yes, mods are the way to go with this game.
What? No.
I know why he's such a terrible pilot, but I feel the question needs to be asked.
Affirmative.
Point blank range!
Okay. Firing everything.
Hey, he's out. That'll be 3 salvageable parts, including the cannon, which is not a terrible thing. Okay, now we just gotta clean up 2 vehicles and we're good here. Clocking over 2,600 hours. Thanks. Wow. That is a lot of hours to play this game. Alright, Firebee. Kick his teeth in. Literally, if you don't mind, actually.
On it.
3, 2, 1, and... There we go. Solid hit. Took a little bit of splashback damage, but that's only to be expected. You have a line of sight. Engage.
Melting armor.
That didn't work. But the missiles did. So Kyogre clearly enjoying his missiles a heck of a lot more than his cannon.
Hang out with bad people.
2 salvage parts because of bad contract? Doesn't matter.
Reading you.
We're not gonna go for his mech parts anyway. We are planning on robbing him blind for his whatchamacallits. His parts. We want the cannon. Because the Hollander is a nice mech, but it's not that great.
Ready, Commander.
No target.
Yes. Go, go,
Guarded,
go.
and we're inspired. Any tips for getting into tabletop BattleTech?
I hear.
1, play Mega Mech. 2, stick with it. There's a lot to be found in the game if you're willing to stick with it. But that's the hard bit. There's a lot of different rule books, and so it can be very confusing. We actually have a classic tabletop game that we play on Fridays at 4 o'clock. So if you want to check to see how it's played, then you can swing on by and watch us. We have a Discord company of 32 people now. 22 pilots, 4 aerospace fighter pilots, recently picked up a vehicle commander, and a few mech techs as well, who are members on our Discord. And it's a lot of fun and fairly interesting.
You say
BattleTech
so.
is good, but even more stuff to keep track of. BattleTech is a lot of fun. There can be no denying it. The recent starter backs, grab a friend, and just jam games out over and over. Why would you give him the hardest introduction to the game, man?
Waiting for orders.
Do you realize how many calculations he's going to have to learn if he does that?
Option loaded.
Give him Mega Mech, at least be kind. That way he also can play with games with anybody across the world. Coming on forward, we'll be in position to use our SRMs, but really we're just moving in so we can start stepping on you.
10-4.
All decided. I don't have anyone local I can play with. They like RP heavy stuff like D&D and SDA.
Ready, Commander.
So Mega Mech is then your way to go.
Sending a message.
More misses. SDA is great, so that's a plus at least. Alright, what you gonna do, my friend? You're gonna target my primitive dervish, which is a good plan, because the primitive dervish is incredibly vulnerable.
I'm under heavy fire.
But luckily, you're not dead.
I'm here.
Unlike him, or rather what he's about to be. So let's just melee charge. Can I kick? I can kick. We'll take the kick.
Advancing, I guess.
Boot.
Going hand to hand, I guess.
And then blockade. Can come up with a similar boot. We also have the streams on our VOD over on VOD form over on Discord, or not Discord, on YouTube. So if you check on below, you'll notice several urban mechs, much like the one on my t-shirt is neat over. One of them will take you to our YouTube channel, one of them will take you to our Discord channel where you can chat and ask questions about how to get started and how to run things. We actually have a video about sort of how to get started playing against the AI in Mega Mech. So if you can't find people who are, if you want to like set up a easy to run campaign game, you can quite easily get involved on that one. It should be 110 damage. Let's see if it's enough to kill him. It was enough to kill him. 1 p.m. Eastern? It's 4 p.m. Eastern. Waited.
Mission successful.
If he shows up at 1, he's gonna be very lonely for the next 3 hours. Alright, so that's another successful mission. No internal damage. Picked and chose our battles quite carefully. There's a Maginot Line mission that we're probably gonna want to take, just because it's there. The Yarn folk feeling our fury. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4 blackjack parts, single dervish part, and 3 parts to the Hollander. Give me your gun. I want your LBX because it's lightweight and very useful. And give me your ammunition. Loot magnet. Thank God for existing. So we only got the slug. We have no clusters for it, but the gun is a nice start. Picked up a blackjack part and a dervish part. That's not bad. That gave us all the dervish that was there. Ooh, 175 core and the ferrofibrous armor. It doesn't help a ton, but every little bit counts. Euro timer? How far Euro time? What time is it right now? So take the current time that it is right now, add 5 minutes and subtract 2 hours, And that's what time we'll be starting on Friday. Dude, Loot Magnet is amazing. I love Loot Magnet. I have been complaining about Loot Magnet not being in for a while now. Alright, Z-Round Bloody, thanks for stopping by. I loathe Ferrofibrous. We are starting in a primitive campaign start. We can't afford to be picky on this one. Every little bit counts. You get Frosted to make some adjustments. Like what? But if it's 2 hours from now, I can probably do it. Sweet. Almost tomorrow kind of time. Poor Talik is up until 1 o'clock watching with us. I feel so bad for him. Is your primitive armor not locked in? It is not. But it's still weight that we get to take off. Which is always nice. Alright, I think there's really not much upgrading we can do, and none of our mechs took any damage. So, recoil penalty, you're not using it. Minimum range could actually be kind of useful on the mech that you're currently driving. So yeah, we'll give you Tactics 5. Start marching you towards Call Shot Mastery, which is always important.
Yep.
Blockade has leveled up. We give him some
Training
hits.
confirmed, Commander.
He's not going to be staying with us, but... Have another gunnery. Maybe you can hit the broadside of a barn this time. You can swap engines, make an Irby go 100 kilometers an hour. You can! Oh, it's beautiful. I'll show you the mech back, just so you can get an idea of what exactly is going on. So, the biggest change that mods like this make are when you go into the refit, you have a proper mech lab to play with. You can change out engines, not this engine because it's a primitive start, so we picked an extra hard start for ourselves. But you can change out fusion cores to make them larger or smaller so that you can go faster or slower. More than just heat sinks and weapons, we can also change out armor systems. This mod doesn't let you change structure, but BattleTech does. If you want to be able to change your structure on the fly. Cooling systems to include internal engine double heat sinks, which is something that the base game doesn't really handle all that well. You've got full-on actuators, shoulders, upper arms, lower arms, even hands on some mechs. You swap them out for various melee equipment and other sorts of weapon systems. Internal engine cooling, different types of gyros, XL engines, light engines, the whole works. You can do it all here. So yeah, we pulled out the armor. If we were to throw in that, maybe we'd pick up a targeting computer and direct, and we'd still have another quarter ton that we could throw into more armor. Which, this mech doesn't really need it that badly, but hey, wouldn't be horrible. Doesn't the base game have double heatsinks? It has freezers, which are double heatsinks that you can mix and match with single heatsinks, but what you can do, so all battle mechs have an internal engine 10 heatsinks. You have to have 10 heatsinks in a battle mech in order to actually make it work. So, if you have a double heatsink kit in this mod, it changes those internal heatsinks that are always on your mech to be double strength heatsinks. Whereas in the vanilla version of this game, you just add on double heat sinks, but the internal heat sinks are still only going to sink 30 heat. Whereas in this, I can change it so those internal heat sinks will sink 60 heat, which is hugely powerful. So you can mod it a lot more. Also, there's other mechs like Omni Mechs, which are very fun to play with once you get your hands on. And there's a lot more mechs. So this Ostwar is not in the base game. In fact, none of the mechs that I have are in the base game. This Ostwar, this Firebee, and this Swordsman were all actually made by members of the modding community. And they then imported into the game. This Dervish is not part of the original game, I don't believe. Yeah, the Dervish isn't part of the original game. But the Dervish comes from MechWarrior Online, which was then imported into the game. So it gives you more options. So there are a ton more mechs across the board. But they're not, plus not better. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do. And there's also one of the fun things in this mod. So in the base game, you can only drop with 4 mechs. In this game, I can drop up to 8 mechs if I take the right engineering upgrades, because we have the command and control line, which I believe in BattleTech is the second leopard line, which allows us to increase the tonnage that we can drop and the number of mechs that we can drop. So you can control up to 2 lances at the moment, and Bloody Doves has actually been talking about having certain specific missions where you can control up to 12 mechs rather than just 4. So it's very useful. I think we're going to try Magin Online. We'll go right on into it. It'll be 313. We'll be basically only getting weapons for it, which is fine. I mean, unless of course we run into some fun and interesting mechs. But Magin Online could be a good place in order to pick up some good kit to throw onto our mechs. And then after that, we'll have to travel, because the current mechs that we have, I don't think we can take the general with what we've got at 1.5 skull. If it was a half skull general, I'd take it, no problem. So like triple the complexity? I'd say more than that, but sure, yeah, triple's fine. The Church of the Discount Man, how's it going? I'd really like to get this game, but I've heard it has memory leak issues. Do you know if this has been addressed or if there's a workaround for it? The memory leak issues are going to hit you once you start playing this game for several hours. So how much RAM do you have? I've got 32 gigabytes of RAM because I like to play flight simulators whenever I have the opportunity, which lately has not been that often. So I kind of need that much, but if you've got like 4 gigabytes of RAM, you might start running into problems after about an hour or two. In which case, just reset the game, you'll be fine. Turret battles are horrible. Is it really that bad? What do you guys think? Should we travel or should we try and Maginot Line? Because we could always travel. We could go on a sightseeing tour of the entire... Oh yeah, that's another thing for the people who have never had this game and don't know. One of the first things to get introduced into it. You have the whole industry to play with. So in the vanilla game, you play in this little section of space down here. Mandals, there's Heratitis, there's Sacramonte, Appian, Itram, Coromidere, Panzer. So this is where the game actually takes place. Well, now you have access to the entirety of the inner sphere, which is all of this. If you play Rogue Tech, you'll also get access to clan space, which is way out here, if you want to make that travel. I've been able to play for about 3 hours on 8 gigabytes of RAM. However, loading does take a while. Yeah. So you've got a lot more options. We're stuck way out here over in Yarn Folk space, which is going to take a little while. Peter's really quickly, but I'll check it out. Best of luck to you. But yeah. So yeah, you can go many more places. If you want, you can even go to Earth. See if you can't find Earth. It's Calf. It should be somewhere around here. What color is Comstar in this? Did they make him purple again? No. They did. Yeah. So there's Terra. If you want to go visit the Cradle of Humanity, it's right there in the middle of all things. So we are 88 days away from it. It is, yeah, it's a dark purple again for Comstar. Or is it Word of Blake? No, it is Comstar. Okay. So he's not including the Jihad. If you want to play the mod pack, yeah. Got a so the mod pack I'm playing has an installer and an updater. So all you do is you download the updater and then you just press it and it make sure everything's pointing in the right direction. It goes. It's basically AT&T. I'll take a pass on the place. Oh come on, Terra's fine. Terra's a lot of fun. All right, let's get fired up for Maginot Line. While we go into it, we will say just beware the space cats. No, you want as many cats on your ships as possible. You use control up. Yeah. Former Star League presence. You don't say. What do you mean former? There's nothing former about it. Alright, so we're going to put a cut in here for YouTube. Don't worry, we're still going to be streaming. We're going to pick up the Maginot mission. So next couple of days, the YouTube people will see the Maginot mission. But for you guys, it's going to happen right away. So we'll say goodbye to YouTube, then we'll go on to that mission. So to my YouTube people, thank you very much for watching. I have been Tirak. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe before we see notifications. Thank you, Robman FTK, for the hosting of the stream. Do appreciate it. I'll see you all in the next episode.